I think it's similar to what's happened in other industries. The digitization of an industry, has created, exciting efficiencies as well as disruption. And I think what's happening in AgTech well, firstly, AgTech is the last one, right? I think it's the last sector. It still is it still is a huge opportunity. It's still not digitized. I say digitized. I think there's a lot of misnomers out there. People think, oh, they're already doing it. There's lots of drones running around, right? There's lots of drones. There's lots of data. I can tell you, being in it, it's not true. It's just not true. It's again, go back to what you said, like growers are financially stricken. They don't have any propensity to take risk. So to bring in this startup to kind of start working with, I just need you to come to me when you've created the Google or the Amazon of agriculture, and then I buy it. I don't want to take any risk. And this is stopping the adoption of a lot of technology. So, and we are dealing with something, as we just spoke about. It's complex. There's a lot of inputs, so that there's a lot of solutions to solve for. So the AgTech is wide, agriculture is wide, and AgTech is elementally that. It is lots of players now coming in and solving for a lot of the problems that exist in the production of food. And we can go on for hours to talk about what some of those things are. But elementally, step one is digitizing a lot of those inputs, digitizing the feeds, which we're at still at the moment, I would say, is generating quality information on what's happening in that environment, not weather, but the tree, the carbon in the soil, understanding what's going on in the manufacturing process to then start to optimize it. I think there's been a bit of sprinting before you can, as they say, running before you can walk in recent years in AgTech, in my opinion. We talk about AI and automation. Before we can even do that, we need to digitize, don't we, first? So I think, yeah, okay, yeah. What I mean is, like, one of my references here is like picking. Everyone's like, oh, we can just automate it. Pick. Let's pick apples. Let's, for example, pick apples off the tree. We can do that quite easily. But before you can even pick it, you've got to be able to see it. What I mean by that, you need to be able to see the apple. If you can see the apple, then you can count the apple. And I can tell you right now, if you can count the apples, I can tell you now, if you can count it with accuracy, you will, as a solution, you will transform the industry. Why? Because this is the problem for many guys. They don't have visibility on what their output is right now. They don't have it until the harvest happens, right? So if that solution is really there, that has value today. Forget being able to move the arm to pick it. Please just give me that algorithm which can count apples, size it to give me my predicted yield. My God, that is worth billions. That is worth billions in terms of value add for the industry.
Okay, so apples are very relevant for you, aren't they? Because your company started.
Yeah.
Was it incubated by an apple farm?
Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. So Barnsley, England, incubated the idea and concept of BX, being frustrated by the lack of AgTech adoption, and two was frustrated by the kind of the financial strain that they were under in terms of they just didn't see if they could plant trees again in the next 2 or 3 years. So they needed to make a transformational change, get paid for something else, start changing this game. So, and again, for myself, the perspective, I saw that developing AgTech, I was struggling to articulate the value proposition, and product development is really expensive in agriculture because there's a year sales cycle in terms of farmer will buy every year, essentially. And yeah, you want to just understand how to make the product better for them. They don't have much time. So wouldn't it be great, actually, we just built this software or technology on farm, and we're right next to the grower on a daily basis, solving, testing, iterating, and they are aligned also to accelerate that process. It's incentives, right, as well. So that was our idea and concept, and I think we're proving that out. Like, our development in the last 18 months has been absolutely rapid, and we now have a proposition which is ready to start bringing in other growers. And it's a solution which works for not 1 hectare of growth of a grower. That's what normally happens. You can just do 1% of my farm on your solution, and then I may scale you up. It's like, no, we're doing this on 800 hectares, transform the whole business. And And so that's what the other farmer wants to see. You've taken one of the biggest businesses in the UK and elementally transformed it, or started to transform it, should we say. It's, so I want that, and that's good.